Astronomers just found a star system that shouldn't exist. Its name is CR7, a cluster of stars so old it formed only 800 million years after the Big Bang. These kind of stars burn hotter and brighter than anything we've ever seen, the kind of stars that only the first generation of the universe could make. But CR7 appeared way too early. Either the universe is far older than we think, or something is creating stars out of nothing. Subscribe or you'll have to live in the CR7 system. There's a star out there that eats other stars. Astronomers call it a stellar cannibal, a cosmic predator disguised as a normal star. The thing doesn't just pull matter in, it rips entire stars apart, draining their energy until nothing's left. Some cannibal stars grow so huge, they'll collapse into a black hole, becoming even more dangerous. If our sun ever crossed its path, it would vanish in seconds. Subscribe or this star is gonna eat you next. Imagine a planet where 1 hour could equal weeks on Earth. That planet is WASP-12b, orbiting so close to its star that gravity warps time itself. Spend just an hour there, and the universe races ahead while you barely age. From space it looks normal, but on the surface, extreme heat would vaporize you instantly, and tidal forces would tear the planet apart piece by piece. Subscribe or you'll have to take a 10-minute walk on WASP-12b. This planet should have melted into lava, but it's completely frozen instead. Its name is GJ-1214, and it orbits so close to its star that it should be hotter than Mercury. Instead, the entire world is locked under a mysterious ice shell, colder than anything that should exist. Scientists think something is blocking the star's heat. Some even believe this planet hides a frozen ocean of exotic ice, no matter the temperature. A planet that should burn, but refuses to. Subscribe or you'll have to live on GJ forever. Scientists detected a pulse from deep space every 16 days, perfectly repeating and timed, like something out there was keeping a schedule. For months, the universe sent the same burst, like a heartbeat echoing across billions of miles, and then it stopped. Just silence, like whatever was sending it randomly disappeared. Some say it was a natural cosmic rhythm, others think it was something trying to get our attention. But what do you guys think? Subscribe or the signal will appear outside your house next time. Astronomers found a planet that should have exploded, but somehow it's still there. It's called Kepler 438b, and it orbits so close to its star that deadly solar flares hit it constantly, powerful enough to obliterate entire worlds. But instead of blowing apart, Kepler stays perfectly intact. Scientists believe it may be a strong magnetic field that protects it, or that its size, being bigger than Earth, keeps it stable. But we may never know. Subscribe or you'll have to be on Kepler when it finally explodes. Scientists found a star that's already dead, yet it's still shining. It's called a zombie star, a white dwarf that should have burned out billions of years ago, but this one didn't. Instead, it keeps glowing with a strange, unnatural brightness, as if something is reigniting it from within. Some think it's stealing energy from a hidden companion star. Others believe it survived a supernova that should have destroyed it. It's simply a dead star that refuses to stay dead. Subscribe or you'll be visited by the zombie star. Scientists just found a galaxy that breaks reality, and that's because it's spinning the wrong way. Its name is NGC-46. Every nebula, every orbit is reversed, something that should be physically impossible. Some think it's smashed into a dark matter structure, but the scariest theory, it's not spinning backwards at all, but in fact time inside NGC might be running in reverse. Subscribe or the next place time flips could be your house. Scientists discovered a world that looks like it's glitching. Its name is Mirage 1, named after its bizarre landscape. One side a frozen wasteland, another side a burning molten hellscape. Its atmosphere bends light so violently that it creates multiple versions of the planet at once. Some say it's a gravitational lensing effect taken to the extreme. Others think space-time there is literally broken. What do you think? Subscribe or reality might break in your house next. Most black holes grow. They swallow stars, gas, even light itself. But Sagittarius A, the supermassive black hole in our own galaxy, is beginning to shrink through a process called Hawking radiation. Tiny quantum particles slowly draining a black hole's mass. The strange part, if our models are right, Sagittarius A will one day evaporate completely. So the question is, where did everything it absorbed go? Subscribe or a mini black hole will come for you. Scientists recently observed an exoplanet named Fomalhaut b, one of the first worlds ever directly imaged. Then suddenly, it disappeared. No explosion, no debris. It was visible for years until 2010. Then telescopes saw nothing. Some scientists think the planet was actually an aftermath of a massive collision, fading faster than expected. But the chilling theory, the planet didn't vanish. It became undetectable. What else could be disappearing in plain sight? Subscribe or the planet will appear at your house next. Scientists just confirmed something terrifying. Our entire Milky Way is being pulled across the universe by an invisible force. Hundreds of galaxies are all moving in the same direction, but when telescopes look, they see nothing. This region of space is called the Great Attractor, buried behind the dense dust of the zone of avoidance. Yet somehow, its pull is strong enough to redirect entire galaxy clusters. Scientists think it's the vast gravitational well of the Laniakea supercluster itself. But what do you think? Subscribe or you'll get thrown into the Great Attractor. Imagine space, but in the upside down. The sky wouldn't be black anymore. It'd be a toxic blue haze with spores drifting, covering every star. Nebulas would twist like giant breathing lungs. Planets would look bruised and diseased. Even the silence would feel alive, a constant hum, like the universe is watching you. In the upside down, space isn't empty. It's alive, and it's hungry. Subscribe or you'll get thrown in the upside down. Scientists found a galaxy that barely exists. It's called Dragonfly 44, a galaxy with almost no visible stars, yet the mass of billions of suns. Since there's not enough light to hold it together, something else has to do its job. That something is dark matter. Dragonfly 44 is over 99% dark matter, making it nearly invisible. A galaxy made of a force you can't see. Subscribe or you'll have to live in Dragonfly 44. The largest thing humans have ever seen in space isn't a galaxy. It's actually called the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall. What a mouthful. A structure made of thousands of galaxies stretching across 10 billion light years. According to our models, the universe isn't supposed to form structures this big. It bends our understanding of space. If something this large can exist, what else have we underestimated? Subscribe or you'll have to live on the other side of the Great Wall. Did you know the universe almost destroyed itself before it fully existed? Right after the Big Bang, the universe entered a phase called cosmic inflation, where space expanded faster than the speed of light, going from subatomic size to cosmic scale. But the expansion was so violent, any longer, the universe would have been ripped apart before even atoms could form. Instead, inflation suddenly stopped and we had our universe. Everything you see in space only exists because the universe barely held itself together. Subscribe or else reality will tear apart this time. Did you know the first light in the universe is still around and it's everywhere? About 380,000 years ago, after the Big Bang, the universe finally cooled for light to escape. Before that, everything was too hot and dense and light was trapped. When it broke free, it filled the universe in every direction. That glow is called the cosmic microwave background. It's not from stars or galaxies, because every time scientists detect it, they're literally seeing the birth of everything. Subscribe or else the universe will turn the lights off.